right through this evening, and this will be wrapping up as we head into the pre-dawn hours. So let's give you an idea of what's going on right now. It does look a little bit wetter in the southern half of the state at this moment. Anybody traveling through the New Haven area, through Brantford, you're certainly dealing with damp roads. That's true through North Haven, Killingworth, Chester, and even here in southeastern Connecticut too, where we'll take a closer look right along I-95 through New London, Groton, Mystic, and Stonington. And you'll see more rain back off to the west if we kind of widen out the picture here. But for the most part, that mood snow is over with. I suppose the very highest elevations of Litchfield County could see a little bit of a mix as this is wrapping up. For the most part, we're just going to be dealing with rain out there. Taking a look at the numbers, temperatures are in the mid-30s to around 40 degrees. So not only that, but it's a chilly rain. It's just kind of raw out there. We'll look at Windsor Locks at 33 degrees. So yeah, it's one of those days where you just kind of want to crawl back under the covers and go back to sleep. 8 o'clock here, another round of rain is coming through. We're still seeing off and on rain through 11 p.m. There's that chance for a brief mix for a couple towns, the usual suspects, but it's gone as we head towards daybreak tomorrow. Now let's get a look at the roads. Fox 61 meteorologist Rachel Piscatelli, she is live right now on the storm tracker. How's 84 looking, Rachel?
Well, it's just Rachel Frank standing by with what's to come. Hi, Rachel.
Yeah, guys, you know it's a quiet winter when those snow showers generated so much attention. Even I and my kids are all excited looking at the window. Is that what we think it is? Areas of fog, off and on rain as we head through the evening tonight, but the snow excitement portion from this morning is over with if you had any in your neck of the woods. But you can see more rain back off to the west and the southwest here. So we got quite a bit to get through. This should end before daybreak tomorrow morning, which is some good news. There might be a couple leftover slippery spots in the hills, but overall we think for the morning commute tomorrow things should be okay. Taking a look at the radar right now, yeah, it's a damp evening drive for us out there. Areas of rain including Middletown, Cromwell, Rocky Hill, right up Route 9. So periods of rain out there with drying before we head towards daybreak. Generally temperatures in the mid to upper 30s, but some of the areas that end up clearing out before daybreak might be able to drop into the lower 30s. So let me show you what that looks like here. We'll advance the clock to 7 p.m. There might be little breaks in the action here or there where it stops raining, then the radar fills back in again. But either way, if we're heading out tonight, keep the umbrella by your side. And as we head towards and after midnight, we'll start to dry things out. 5 o'clock in the morning, still a lot of clouds out there, but then we break for sunshine fairly quickly. And don't worry, this gloomy weather is not only not going to stick around, but we have a stretch of sunny days ahead of us. We are talking about a long stretch of dry weather and plenty of sunshine to go along with it. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow, but it will be windy. And I do think that wind will actually help dry out the roads for us a little bit towards tomorrow morning. So no complaints there. Highs around 40 degrees inland and lower 40s for the Connecticut shoreline. So that wind will start to pick up later tonight. Nothing damaging, just enough that you might notice the windows rattling a little bit. Might notice it at the bus stop tomorrow morning if the kiddos have school. Gusts up to about 30, 35 miles per hour. And I think those winds will be probably more pronounced in the morning than they will be as we head through the afternoon. On Thursday, partly cloudy, colder temperatures, highs around 30 degrees inland, mid 30s for the shoreline. So because the weather is so dry, now our attention focuses on differences in the temperature. So I think tomorrow we're up around 40, but Thursday and Friday, after that windy day pulls in some cooler air, it will be at least temporarily colder. That chilly air from the top of the globe settling closer to New England. But as quickly as it moves in, it's already retreating back to the top of the globe, which means it doesn't stick around for too long. So Thursday and Friday are our two cooler days this week. Highs in the upper 20s to around 30 degrees on Thursday, middle 30s on Friday. But look at the numbers rebounding heading into this weekend. Not only that, it's sunny both days. It looks really nice for us out there.
Sounds good. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank joining us now. Hi, Rachel.
Yeah, we have a stretch of sunny days right after we get through this. You can't even see this. This is Hartford in here somewhere. So we've got areas of fog, areas of rain, and that's going to continue off and on, not only through the evening tonight, but also right through the overnight. But we do dry out in time for daybreak tomorrow. Live pictures from the Connecticut River camera in Haddam Neck. Again, this is around the time where we're looking at the sun beginning to set. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it here tonight. And things are really starting to fill in now after a little break in the action earlier today where we had a little bit of mood snow or shower activity. Then it was dry for a little while. So unfortunately, it's getting wetter again out there just in time for people to hit the roads for the evening commute. So wet roadways right through the entire county of Litchfield County. Right now we just had a Pretty significant shower moved through New Haven. Now it's heading up towards Hamden. It's wet in and around the Hartford area. A little bit lighter, but starting to fill in now for Tolland and Windham counties, and the same is true here for southeastern Connecticut. And again, the bottom line here is if you're heading out tonight, you'll need your umbrella off and on. Taking a look at temperatures, it's also kind of raw out there too. Waterbury in the upper 30s, close to 40 degrees in Groton, and middle 30s right now for the Hartford area. So again, if you're out and about tonight, be prepared that you could see low visibility out there on the roadways. They'll be wet at times, and temperatures are only going to slowly drop back. They may actually even start to rise as we head towards daybreak. So I think temperatures will start off in the lower to middle 30s tomorrow morning. Lots of sunshine, but it will be windy out there tomorrow. You're going to notice that breeze. Temperatures around 40 degrees as we head through the afternoon. That wind ushering in colder air for Thursday and Friday. We'll explain coming up.
I agree. There are many people that will help out with that.
Yes, yes. I don't know any of them, but yeah. All right, joined right now by Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank. It's a rainy day.
Like, speaking of, hi, Rachel.
Didn't want to say it.
Yeah, it's rainy, it's foggy, it's dreary. You just want to have some tomato soup and crawl back under the covers. But you know one thing it's not doing?
What's that?
What?
It's not snowing.
We'll take
I
it.
want to show you something that's actually, wait, what were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say I was like shocked when I went outside this morning. It was flurrying. I was like, we have not seen this that much.
I know. You should have seen the kids at the window.
What is
Whoa. I'm like, yeah, don't get too excited.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is it. I want to show you something that's actually pretty funny. You're looking here at accumulated snowfall over the course of the next couple days. Snow to the north, snow to the south. What? Is there a force field over us here in Connecticut? What is going on? We're going to miss out right in the middle. Yeah, so at least for another week or so, snow lovers, we got to continue to dream on. And we are not only below average, but we are well below average for February at the bottom of the barrel, and all of you dealing with rain. One thing I do want to point out to you, while this is not the case for 99% of Connecticut, look at Windsor Locks up around 33 degrees, and other areas on the eastern slopes of the Berkshires here in northwestern Hartford County. See that little pink area that we're seeing show up? There might be a couple icy spots on non-treated surfaces, especially maybe a back deck, that sort of a thing, with temperatures that are just right around the freezing point. Again, for most of us, this is not an issue, but I just want to make sure everybody's taken care of tonight and that you're aware that there might be a little bit of icing going on there, at least briefly over the course of the next hour or two before temperatures can stabilize and maybe even rise a degree or two as we head towards daybreak. Otherwise, the big story is rain off and on, not only through the evening tonight, but also overnight, but it should end before daybreak tomorrow. So here we are at 7 o'clock. There might be a little bit of a break in the action, things filling in. And then again, after midnight, we'll start to see things taper off. 3 a.m., a lot of clouds out there, and then we'll break for sunshine just in time for you to step outside the door tomorrow. Low temperatures tonight in the lower to middle 30s. Some of these low temperatures might occur after the rain already pushes out. Hopefully that's the case. Otherwise, check in with Dan Amaranti and Matt Scott in case there are any trouble spots tomorrow morning out on the roads. They'll make sure that you're aware of that. Otherwise, tomorrow looks like another bright and beautiful day. We're getting right back to a stretch of nice, sunny, and dry days. The dry weather's sticking around straight through this weekend once we get through today. Highs in the upper 30s to right around 40 degrees with a northwest wind at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. That wind pumping in the cooler air. Thursday and Friday, noticeably colder temperatures with highs in the lower to middle 30s. We'll see similar numbers for you on Thursday with more in the way of sunshine. But then watch what happens heading into this weekend. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Temperatures already rebounding into the upper 40s, and the next chance for us to get some precipitation will be in the form of rain on Monday of next week. So here's what this all looks like here on the 7-day forecast. Again, briefly colder temperatures here for Thursday into Friday. Low temperatures dropping back into the teens for Thursday night. Low 20s heading into Saturday morning. This weekend, could this be any nicer? Sunny skies both days. So I don't have to say, oh, this is the pick of the weekend. This is the pick of the weekend. Don't do that on Sunday. Maybe you'll do laundry one of these days. Nope. Both days are looking great for whatever you got planned. Showers developing on Monday.
Side there today, but fortunately we are not expecting anything like they are down south. Mississippi just getting washed away right now. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank here with the latest on the forecast.
Yeah, tough to complain when we got one rainy day. We're going straight back to a stretch of sunny skies. And yeah, we'll turn a little bit cooler later this week, but even that doesn't stick around. Let's take a look right now at the radar and give you an idea of what's going on out there. We've got rain off and on, especially especially inland right now along the shoreline. It's misty, but the steadier rain has temporarily moved on. There's more where that came from. One thing I do want to point out to you, temperatures are close to the freezing point for parts of northwestern Hartford County, parts of northern, I'm going to say northeastern Litchfield County, where temperatures might be cold enough for some little glaze of ice on top of untreated surfaces. I think the roadway should generally be just fine, but we're talking about things like your back deck or your patio. And we're right around 33 degrees, which is a little bit above freezing. So this is out of an overabundance of caution. So that should be an issue over the next couple of hours or so. Temperatures may actually rise, though, a couple degrees as we head through the evening and overnight. And I'm not concerned with that becoming an issue for the remainder of the state. It's just going to be rain tonight. But again, this is issues for areas like Granby, maybe Suffield, Heartland, right up towards the notch there. Right now we're dealing with off and on showers, including Hebron and Lebanon, and we'll see that continuing as we head through the evening, through the overnight, but before daybreak tomorrow. Low temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. So here's what the future radar could look like as we head through the evening tonight. Things may calm down for a little while, and then the radar could fill back in again. So bottom line is here, if you're out running errands tonight, escorting the kids to after school activities or picking them up, again, you'll want to keep the umbrella handy along with you. There's a slight chance that there could be a snowflake here in northwestern Connecticut as this is tapering off, but for most of us, that's not an issue. And then temperatures will approach the freezing point as we head towards daybreak. So hopefully temperatures stay above freezing before then. If there are any issues, I know Dana Moranti and Matt Scott will be all over that tomorrow morning on the Fox 61 Morning News, but I think most of us should be okay for the morning commute, especially because the winds are going to start to pick up as we clear out. That should help to kind of fan off and kind of dry off the roadways as well. Lots of sunshine as we head through the day tomorrow, but you will notice that wind out there out of the northwest, 10 to 25 miles per hour. High temperatures right around 40 degrees for most of the state, but lower 40s for the Connecticut shoreline. Taking a look at your wind gust tracker, you'll notice we could see gusts to around 30 miles per hour in the morning. The winds may not be quite as noticeable as we head through the afternoon. And for your Thursday, those winds pumping in some colder air. These are the cooler temperatures I was telling you about, right around the freezing point for both Thursday and for Friday. But it doesn't last long. We get this cooler air to move in from the top of the globe, but just as quickly as it moves in and advances, retreat, and we're back to milder temperatures as we head into this weekend. And I think this camera really tells the story. There's Hartford in there, in the mist, in the fog. So it is gray, it's dreary out there. We'll have off and on showers tonight, but a sunny stretch, although cooler ahead. We'll explain coming up.
Meteorologist Rachel Frank now with the forecast, right?
Oh yeah, we have a stretch of sunny days ahead. It will turn briefly colder though by the end of the week, and tomorrow is windy, which we're going to talk about in just a bit. But first, we got to get through this. Connecticut River camera showing a misty and foggy scene there, and we are dealing with off and on rain not only through the evening tonight but overnight. It should be gone though by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. For most of us, 99% of us, we're talking about temperatures above the freezing point. But here in northwestern Hartford County and parts of northern Litchfield County, there might be temperatures close enough to promote some slight icing for back decks, driveways, that sort of a thing. But any treated roadways should be fine. It's just misty right now for the New Haven area, kind of in between rounds of and on through rain, and there's more where that came from. So again, if you're out there running errands tonight, the umbrella by your side again to kind of stay out of the rain would help you out a lot. Temperatures in the mid 30s right now in Hartford. That cloud looking thing here in Waterbury is reporting mist or fog right now with temperatures in the upper 30s. And heading through the evening tonight, temperatures will hold steady. They may fluctuate a degree or two here or there. You'll see this computer model saying the temperature may actually go up here for a couple hours through the evening. But tomorrow looks beautiful and sunny with a gusty breeze. We're going to talk about that cooler air to end the work and school week. For a forecast coming up in just a bit.
Meteorologist Rachel Frank with a look.
Yeah, we've certainly got the sunny days, and we do have a few cooler nights in there sprinkled in. Of course, we're going to continue to be above average, but that doesn't mean that we can't get below freezing. So I do think that we'll have some ideal conditions there in the forecast. Right now, temperatures are in the mid 30s to right around 40 degrees. For most of us, what is falling from the sky is rain, and will continue to be rain off and on through the evening tonight before wrapping up early tomorrow morning before daybreak. But one thing I do want to call your attention to is look at Windsor clocks around 33 degrees. This is a very small part of Connecticut, but parts of northern Hartford and also Litchfield counties where temperatures are close to freezing. There might be some light icing occurring on non-treated surfaces, maybe on top of trees or bushes, or maybe your back deck or patio. So if you are living or you're traveling through that stretch, just make sure that you're taking things a little bit slower. For the rest of us, I just expect temperatures to hold steady above the freezing point. So we're talking about areas like Heartland, Barkhamsted, Winsted, Suffield, and over through Winsted, and possibly even Colebrook here too, included in that area. That might be of a concern as we head through the next several hours or so. Otherwise, you'll notice the rain fills back in again, then it tapers off. We'll see that kind of back and forth as we head through the evening, but we still got to get through this before we end up clearing out. So the future radar again showing at times the rain tapers off, then it fills back in, but we're with it right through the evening and into part of the overnight. 4 o'clock in the morning, we're drying out. The roads should have a chance to dry before temperatures get closer to freezing in other parts of the state. That being said, check in with Dan Amaranti, Matt Scott tomorrow morning just to be sure. Either way, it's breezy and sunny as we head through the day tomorrow. So periods of rain tonight, temperatures in the 30s heading through the day tomorrow. Winds out of the northwest at about 10 to 25 miles per hour. So it's windy enough that you are noticing that wind, but not enough to cause damage through the state. High temperatures in the mid 30s to right around 40 degrees. That wind ushering in cooler air for Thursday and Friday. High temperatures will be right around the freezing point, but it will not last long. We're colder Thursday, Friday, then we're back right up into the upper 40s as we head into this weekend, which is looking great for outdoor plans and activities. Even though winter lovers are going, come on, we got to snap back into it at least at some point eventually. I wanted to show you something directed at you winter lovers, which is just kind of a slap in the face at this point. There's snow projected to the north of us, snowfall accumulation to the south for the mid-Atlantic, but right here in the middle, we've got this snow hole, this kind of force field almost, it seems like, protecting us from getting snow. So we are well below average. I mean, we're just at the bottom of the barrel for this month in terms of snowfall totals. And on this day, back in 1972, New England had 10 to 20 inches of snow. So we know this is a very active time of year. And look at this stretch of weather. So good for making maple syrup, good for making maple syrup, below freezing, sunny, below freezing, sun. Hey, we like what I'm seeing. Order pancakes.